So I swapped over to Blue Sky.
Wow.
And when I say swapped over, it means I'm doom scrolling on both sites now.
Double doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Dual wielding.
At least the doom scrolling is much better on Blue Sky.
That's good, at least.
Is yours not?
I don't use it much. I made the account and I can't use it on my phone, so I don't ever use it.
Do they not have an app?
No, they don't.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I'm on my phone more than anything, so.
That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, I think it's okay that they don't have an app. People don't need that, like, constant social media access.
True, that's fair.
Like we have it, like, obviously we have the same amount as before without Blue Sky. But, like, if you're mostly planning on using Blue Sky over Twitter, then, like, a lot of people just recommend deleting the Twitter app anyways. Or deleting a lot of social media apps on your phone.
Perhaps. I'm not one of those people.
I'm not one of those people, but I am one of those people that has silenced all the notifications except for Twitter.
I see.
Like, I don't get Facebook or Instagram notifications on my phone. Like, I just don't want them.
I silenced Facebook because I had to, because it would send me a notification in the app every time I got a message on Messenger. As if the Messenger didn't also send me a notification that I had.
I got that too. That was probably one of the reasons I did it.
Infuriating.
And then I'm like, I have a friend who would, like, whenever he would get off work, like, late at night or whatever, and, like, he would scroll on Instagram on his, like, phone, but he would send me a bunch of messages or, like, videos, reels.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm trying to go to bed and I hear ping, ping, ping. And I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. I'm going to bed. I understand you just got off work. Welcome, everybody, to episode 140 of You're Ridiculous.
Woo!
We didn't actually discuss this, but should we do the announcement at the end or the beginning?
Oh, the end.
All right. We have an announcement. Stay tuned.
Keeping you in suspense.
You're going to want to hear it. Last week, we talked about Markiplier/Amazon's The Edge of Sleep.
That's right.
It's pretty good.
Solid.
Surprising. Surprising for a show that, like, leaves on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like, I could watch more, but I could also let it sit here.
Go either way.
Yeah.
It was an experience.
I said last episode I'd probably watch more. I wasn't sure if I liked it, but I probably would watch more.
Out of the curiosity.
Yeah. It's compelling enough to watch it. But this week, we're actually going to talk about a good show.
Ooh, yeah.
A confirmed good show.
Truly.
Arcane Season 2.
The only show on Netflix to get a Season 2 in the last 2 years.
Apparently. How has it actually been 2 years?
I think so. Just about.
2024 Season 2. Oh, it doesn't say when the other one started. Okay.
Oh, useless.
I know. Terrible. It feels like it has been a while, though. Are you familiar with, like, the discussions people are having? That's, like, how absurd it is for shows to get, like, a Season 2? Like, the length that you have to wait?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Like, in some cases I understand, because, like, production takes a while, but also the hype, you gotta, like, you know, take advantage of the hype while you have it.
And a lot of times it's just a lot of waiting around. Like on the cruise side, because they're just not allowed to do anymore until they get the go-ahead.
Sure, right, yeah. And especially, like, obviously it's not for Arcane, but for shows that use, like, the same setting or stuff, or, like, props and studios and stuff, you just have to, like, kind of, like, let them sit there, because you can't really take them down.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they're reusing the same setting or whatever, it's just like, oh, okay, well, what do we do?
Corporate guys make decisions faster.
Why do you think it took so long for Arcane to, like, get Season 2?
I'm sure a part of it is because of the art style, because a lot of it is hand-painted, basically. And then the other half of it is, I think there were delays because of COVID and because of the strikes.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. That's good insight. Because they confirmed Season 2, like, right away.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're getting a Season 2. We already basically planned for a Season 2. And they announced it, you know, maybe even, I don't even know if it was a month later after the first season came out. And then people are like, yeah, we're so excited. We love Arcane. And then it's like 2 years.
Oh my god, it's 3 years. Came out in 2021.
Ah, I thought it was longer than 2 years.
Sheesh.
That makes sense. Yeah. It understandable though because the art style is very specific.
Yes.
I don't really know. I mean, you can talk more about it, I'm sure, but
It's like 3D anime. Like you take your basic 3D animes, but then they go over it for like an actual artist painter who like usually works on like a canvas, and they go in and they just paint all those like fancy little details onto it for each and every frame.
yeah, it's crazy. It's some of the like best animation I've ever seen.
It's lovely.
It's so good. It's so unique and fresh, and it works really well for what they're trying to do. And I feel like the eyes are like classic anime eyes, right? Or maybe not like Japanese anime eyes, but like these are definitely anime eyes.
Yeah.
But like the art style really helps convey a lot of emotion through the eyes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You really feel for some of the characters in here.
Heavy on the eye.
Yeah. But let's get right into it, Wolf. Where did we leave off in season 1?
We leave off in season 1 where Vi has confronted Jinx in an attempt to save quote unquote Powder from Silco. And Jinx has gone completely off the rails and she's set up like a simulated birthday party with Silco, Vi, and what's her name? Caitlyn.
Mm-hmm.
Which ends in Jinx kills Silco, and then she blows up the Capitol.
She does. She fucking launches a rocket.
She does. And Jace. Yeah? No.
Yeah.
Victor.
Yeah.
Victor.
Oh, sure, Victor.
Victor got slurped by the Hex Cube.
He did. Just a little sippy.
I think because of the explosion.
I think so. I mean, it was kind of looking like he was going to sip him anyways.
Yeah. He was hurt by something.
The explosion didn't help.
Yeah. Took him out.
And the Hex Tech Core ate his assistant.
It sure did. Oh, he's not happy about that.
Yeah. Ooh, he liked. They were crushing on each other.
They were into each other hardcore.
Yeah. And Jace and what's her name?
What's the queen's name?
Mbassa? No, that's the mother's name, right?
Odessa?
It's not. It's something Medarda.
Mel
Medarda.
Medarda's the last name.
Right, I knew that, yeah. Mel Medarda and Jace and a bunch of the other, what are they called?
The council.
The council, yeah, are in, like, the building that Jinx shoots at.
They're like mid-meeting talking about what are we going to do about these undergrounders.
Right, and then boom, and then that's pretty much where the episode fades. Like season 1 it ends. Yeah. And we pretty much wake up in the wake of that missile going off in season 2. That's right where it started.
Yep.
3 of the council people are dead. Somehow Jace and Mel are totally fine.
I know, right? Jace got that plot armor. Hexcore didn't slurp him either, and he was right there.
It's true. Well, he does have the plot armor because it's a character in League of Legends.
I see.
So none of these like named champions can die, really. I don't think.
Yeah. Unless I'm going to switch it up, really.
Right. Well, so, yeah, because this is technically like origins for all of them.
Yes.
Yeah. So none of them are presumably going to actually die. But, maybe they could switch it up. So he does have he is rocking the plot armor. But, yeah. So that's where season 1 begins.
Yeah, with a bang.
Yeah, this one was called Heavy is the Crown, episode 1 of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. Also love the OP, by the way. I bet you didn't watch it.
I actually did.
It's lovely.
I did watch it. It is lovely, I agree. I skipped the next 2 times, but it is good.
You're a menace. The OP made me predict that what's-her-face Caitlyn was turning into Jinx. Because it's like foreshadowed because she starts striking the poses Jinx does in the first opening.
Look at you being all observant.
That's me and my OPs. Important.
No, not. That's why the skip button is there.
No, it's there because Netflix is stupid.
Yeah. So the whole like synopsis that Netflix gives us. Vi and Caitlin wrestle how to best respond to the wake of the terrible tragedy that claimed lives and escalates tension between the twin cities. Because, don't forget, Piltover is like the top city, and then Zaun is like the sort of, like, it's the underground city that's like free of Piltover, basically.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be rebels, but that's kind of what they're turning into now.
They're like down and across the way.
Right. It's like all the people that don't want to live in Piltover, basically.
Oh, the people Piltover doesn't want.
Right, exactly. Or can't live in Piltover. Obviously, throughout season 1 and in this one, it's kind of turning into a rebellious situation.
Yeah. Caitlin's mom is dead.
Caitlin's mom is one of the councilwomen that dies, yeah.
Yeah. She's real fucked up about it.
Which is funny because their relationship was not good.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Yeah.
She seemed very much more like a daddy's girl, and he has not been present the last 3 episodes.
He was there once, grieving.
Yeah.
He wouldn't accept
a little cameo.
Yeah. He's great. He's grieving too. Well, so not much happened in this one. Like, we kind of just got a rundown of like what's going on.
I think so. Yeah, I guess that is. It's the next episode where things start escalating.
Right. We see
there's an attack.
There was the attack, right? At the funeral or the memorial.
Yeah, the memorial. And oh my god, the enforcers are incompetent.
Oh my god, he texted me that like a couple days before I watched it. You want to talk about that?
So they're at the memorial, and just some guy who looks clearly suspicious, even though he's wearing the uniform, just blasts through like the line of people during the speech. No one else is walking. They should know no one should be walking up there right now. And they just let him through. Then Vi comes running after him, and they stop her. And she's like, there's clearly something. And lo and behold, there was something. It was a fucking terrorist attack.
It was. I thought, so obviously they were leading up to 2 people being there, right? The guy at the front going to attack Mel, and then the woman in the crowd.
Yeah.
I thought that woman was Jinx until she revealed herself. And I'm just like, oh wow, Jinx is just like openly gonna like attack Jace. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Ends up not being her.
Just
the woman from season 1. Yeah, it's one of the like somewhat powerful women.
From Silco's crew. I guess it's not his crew,
but it's like Silco's gang, basically. Like the people that he would work with.
Yeah.
The people that he was like, that didn't work for him, but like kind of worked for him because he was top dog. Oh, I miss Silco. You miss Silco too.
I sure do, but you know what? I've got him back spiritually. The people loved Jinx and Silco so much, they went ahead and recreated it in the form of Caitlin and what's Mel's mother's name? Mel's mother.
Mbessa.
Mbessa and Caitlin.
Whoa, that's episode 3.
Is it?
It is. That's literally that's the last scene in episode 3.
Listen, there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. We're not gonna summarize everything, just because we don't do that.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it all, we're just gonna talk about the stuff that we liked.
Yeah.
I will say, I had forgotten how much I loved Mel's makeup or whatever it is, but like the gold, and her whole attire. Oh my god, she kills it so much.
It's a look.
Good. It is a look. I mean, really, everybody's got a look in this show. Like even the unnamed characters look cool as hell.
They do.
That's the best part about it. Is like nobody looks like. Also, the one like random drunk guy that Vi teams up with.
Was he random? I thought I just forgot about him because I didn't rewatch.
I don't know his name, so I'm assuming he's just some dude. He reminds me a lot of Vander, her father.
He does indeed.
Right? So that's probably why. But I think he's like at some time or previously was just one of the enforcers.
Yeah.
And then he ends up working on the team with them again. But he doesn't really say anything. But even
he's
he
just
looks
there,
cool.
Doing his job.
Yeah. Also, I love that how like during the attack, Jace is fighting this woman and he beats her in the head with a hammer and she like doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, she doesn't even flinch. He just drops it.
Right. He just like, yeah, okay. And then he gets a chainsaw to the back.
Sorry, ma'am. I take that back.
Surely, if you're like gonna attack someone, a gigantic chainsaw is not the way to do it.
I mean, she almost had him.
Sure, but like,
You gotta.
why not just use anything else?
You gotta stick with your brand, man.
Yeah,
Can't just, why does Jinx put fireworks and everything?
Okay, but she's not using fireworks to attack people.
I mean, she did when she put it in that lady's arm.
Well, no, that was more like a celebration thing.
Ah.
It wasn't like launching fireworks at their face. And even if so, you ever been shot with a firework? That does more.
Yes.
That's better than like lugging around a gigantic chainsaw.
Gotta give him the big snip. I like that there were two, so they can also use the scissors.
Right? It's like that's the most inefficient item I've ever seen. This is like something you'd find in what's that zombie game where you combine weapons?
Left 4 Dead?
It might have been Left 4 Dead, yeah. I don't know. There's some the viewers know.
Yeah.
But there's like it reminds me of one of those where you just like craft it with a bunch of items and make the most absurd weapon you can find.
I love the little rat guy.
Oh, of course you do. That's episode 2, I think.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about Caitlyn and Vi's dynamic? Because in season 1, they're like Vi's obviously flirting with Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Like obviously, and Caitlyn's kind of just like, I'm sure she knows, but like she's not really acknowledging it because most of the time she's on the job.
Yeah. But
this one, like, clearly there's way more of a bond, even in this first episode.
Yeah. Vi's, what's her face? Caitlyn tells Vi to join the Enforcers so like they can work together. Vi doesn't take it well. I thought it sure did crash and burn real quick.
It does, which is kind of why I'm asking you about it now, because it looks good in this episode, even when they sort of get in that spat about joining the Enforcers, because like understandably Vi would be upset about it.
Yeah.
But like, and I guess leading into a bit of episode 2, they patch it up, and then we'll get to what happens in episode 3. But it was interesting because like no time has passed.
Yeah, no. I think maybe what's her face? Vi's leaning heavy into it because she no longer has powder now, and on top of that, she now no longer has anyone.
Right, and she's trying to comfort Caitlyn, who now no longer has her mother.
Yep.
And Vi knows what it's like not only to lose a family member, but specifically a parent.
Yep.
So I think she is kind of leading into it more. I think you're probably right. On top of like also like having feelings for Caitlyn.
Yeah.
And like the like part of me really wants it to work. Like as I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, this would be such a good dynamic bonding over shared trauma. People love that. I just know it's not going to work, and we'll, let's get right into episode 2 then.
Yeah. Episode 2, we get to visit. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, just what were your first thoughts on, rating of episode 1?
9 out of 10. I like the song "Heavy as the Crown" they played at the end.
As
the Enforcers are going down to go fuck up Zahn.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was really good. 9 out of 10 for me too. All right, episode 2.
Episode 2. We dive down into Zahn and see what's going on down there. Post the attack at the memorial.
Yep.
We've got Rat Guy. I don't know any of their names. There's Rat Guy, Green Lady,
and
their
it's
accountant.
Like Squeech or something, right?
Squeech!
It was. Hang on, I'll find it. You keep going.
They're having a big meeting about like they're kind of trying to still work together now that Silco's gone, but it's also not really working out because they all hate each other and they all have different interests and goals. So they're kind of falling apart. They're cannibalizing each other, basically.
Okay, I was so close. It was Smeech.
Smeech. Smeech.
Rat Guy, also known as Smeech.
Is he the same thing as the professor?
No, they're different.
Okay.
I don't know what the Smeech is, but Heimerdinger is something else.
Okay.
Heimerdinger is a yordle.
A yordle. Okay.
Which I don't really know like what that is, other than like some fluffy kind of goat creature.
I see, and he's more of a
But
rat.
this other guy's like a rat, like bat type thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know. But they're different.
I see. Okay. What's her face? The capital, the capital basically has put
Piltover.
a hit. Oh, Piltover has put a hit on Jinx down in the Undercity, so maybe they'll do the dirty work for him.
Did you see the fucking like wanted posters? Jinx looks nothing like her.
Yeah.
Like that's obviously intentional because like they only kind of know briefly what Jinx looks like. She hasn't like really revealed herself.
Some blue-haired bitch.
Right, and they just know she's young and a girl and like has like whatever Caitlyn told him basically.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
But yeah, it gets the point across. It works. Everyone knows who Jinx is.
Yeah. Oh, what was the
The bodyguard?
bodyguard, the woman's name? Because her and Jinx sort of have a conversation about like picking up after Silco.
Savika.
Oh, okay. Savika, right. And Smeech even offers her a deal. It's like, hey, let's oust Jinx and give them what they want and to avoid like Piltover crushing Zaun.
Yeah, offers her a new arm.
Right, and Savika's like, oh yeah, I'll give you a new arm. And Savika's like, no, they fight down here. They don't know how to fight in like the sewers or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah. They're turf.
Right, we don't give up one of our own. We're not them and stuff. But Smeech still tries to like get after her.
Yeah. Jinx, she makes a new little friend.
Yeah, the unnamed friend.
Her new powder. That brown-haired little weirdo kid.
Yeah, the orphan.
Yeah. Jinx she's just doing things. She's living life. She comes across this kid and just, helps her because it's a kid.
Right.
They're about to mug this child. I'm like, okay, I don't think it's that serious. Ever.
I know. Terrible. But Jinx helps him out.
Jinx is in ruins.
Jinx was in ruins even in season 1.
Well, now she's sad in ruins.
She was sad before.
No.
Yes. She killed Silco.
Yeah.
What was the reasoning for that?
She was overstimulated.
Okay.
Too turned up.
Okay, well that's her fault.
She needed a nap.
She wants to be sad. She can blame herself. That's her own fault.
She's just kind of moping through the underground.
There was no reason to kill Silco from her perspective.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Like, come on.
Too much time with that hex core.
It's true.
Hers is a circle.
Well, oh, right. She has that little ball, right?
Yeah, but it's in her gun.
Yeah. I forgot about that, actually. But at the end of episode 1, more importantly, though, in episode 2, we see that Vi does join up with Caitlyn.
Yeah.
She thinks sort of the end. Right. That's the ending. She thinks about it. She's like, okay, my sister's truly dead. Jinx is left over. We're taking her. We're assembling the Avengers.
Yeah.
And we're going to go after her. And then they do go after her. They almost find her. Well, they find her lab.
They do indeed. Yeah. They find her lab and then they split up. Also, they did a thing where they took the airways. Because Caitlyn's mom, she built like these airways systems so that to get rid of what they call the gray, which is like hallucinogenic smoke, it seems. And they used those tunnels to both like incapacitate anyone they ran into and to, make an easy secret path down there. And it's very effective.
It is. She tried to gas him out too. Surely chemical warfare is banned.
Yeah, right? Surely that's a war crime.
It should be. But Jinx, the ever-crafty, makes it out.
Indeed. Always
and then
does.
gets mugged by Smeech.
She does indeed.
But her friendship with Savika pays off. Jinx, the whole time, was building Savika a new arm. Not at the request of Savika, though.
Yeah, she just did that.
I think Jinx is like, okay, we could, team up here. The best way to prove that we can do this was just build this arm for her unprompted.
Yeah. It's a really cool arm. I like the casino gimmick.
It is very cool. I don't know if Savika is a character in League, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I'd believe it. A gun that cool? That's got to be a video game mechanic. Not a gun, an arm.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh my goodness.
But maybe, in the future, you never know.
We'll see.
I do like the slot mechanic type thing. It's really cool. Although it is horribly ineffective.
You know, aesthetic over function.
I agree. That's Jinx's MO for sure. But surely if you Jinx wanted the good outcome of whatever the final was. Remember, she got excited about the last one.
Yeah.
Surely you just do that from the start.
Maybe.
But I do agree that it was peak aesthetic. It was great. And then she fucking tears Smeech in half.
Yeah. Gets rid of all those arms and legs.
And the orphan witnessed it.
She was into it.
Oh yeah.
That orphan's out for blood, as we see later.
True. We also see that Victor's alive.
Yeah. Basically.
And not only is he alive, he leaves Jace.
He's Jesus now.
He is it's not even machine. He's somewhat organic materials, somewhat machine, and also completely full of arcane magic.
Yeah.
And decides that his partnership with Jace is ending. They separated a long time ago. It was actually really sweet what he said. He was we were still together because of, it wasn't nostalgia. It was something like
affection.
Affection, yeah. We were together for affection. And I'm that's a really good way to describe that relationship.
Victor, the ace at breaking up with people. Sheesh.
And Jace wanted to leave the council. He's Victor, you're my partner. We're going to work together. We're going to fix all this. And Jace is I'm going to go be Jesus. Goodbye.
He realized it too late. Too busy fucking around with Mel.
Fucking around and fucking.
Yeah.
But he goes to Zon and literally becomes Jesus.
Absolutely.
He purifies this dude. There's no better way.
Butt ass naked.
Right. He is. And he's cured. And everybody around him that was just about to mug him drops to their knees and just complete awe of what he just did. Which it doesn't even say what he did.
You fixed him, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they have that.
It's from the drugs.
Right. It's the drug poisoning that eventually kills you or whatever.
The pink power up.
Yeah, I don't remember this. There's a lot of names in this show. It's great, but trying to summarize everything with proper names, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see what they do with this character, Victor.
Yeah.
3. I would give this another 9 out of 10.
Same.
Finally, that one was called Watch It All Burn, and this one is finally got the name right. This is episode 3.
Let's go!
This is Caitlyn doubles down on her hunt for Jinx. Ambessa, which is Mel's mother, accepts a fateful meeting. Changes in Zon lead to a shocking discovery.
Caitlyn's off the fucking rails.
Caitlyn, you are correct that she does very quickly turn into Jinx. She's interrogating people fairly because that's kind of her job, but doing it in a really overly aggressive way.
Yeah. I mean, she chose chemical warfare as her option.
Yeah. She is a bit off the rails. We also see this meeting or one of the meetings that Ambessa takes with the market person lady.
The cat?
No. Remember she's the Black Rose woman?
Oh, yes.
Right. And so do you know what that's about?
No, but it sounds like Ambessa did not come here with good intentions.
Right. It's something to do with her son, because that's all the Black Rose woman talked about.
Yeah.
It's like you should have let things lie or whatever it was. And it's like and Bess is like, as she's stabbing her, it's like, you have no idea what family means to me, which is really interesting because her and Mel have not like seen eye to eye in season 1 or season 2.
Like, she was about to lead a coup against Mel.
Right. And it sounds like, not spoiler because we're spoiling everything, but that's pretty much what happens towards the end.
And it works out because the Black Rose did the dirty work for her.
Yeah, we don't really know what that's about.
Just kind of zooped her.
It did super good. Shout out to the bodyguard guy who like slams his staff on the ground and like dispels some of the magic.
Oh, yeah.
Because like the Black Rose lady was gonna win.
Absolutely.
Until, I don't remember his name, but he's a homie. He's a real OG.
I guess whatever the Black Rose is, it's like the universal count opposites of hex core magic. Maybe there are 2 types of magic.
Yeah, I think Black Rose specifically is an organization because we saw that Black Rose sent Caitlin a letter.
Oh, yes.
Remember, that was the one she looked at and everything.
Yeah.
So there could be ties into Caitlin that we haven't seen yet. Because we also don't really know like what that Kiramin key is. It kind of just explained like the Kiramin origins and like why this family's so well respected and everything. But like we as the viewer don't fully know what that entails yet.
Yeah. What happens next? And Bessa has a meeting with the one counselor guy, the blonde one.
Yeah, Cello or...
Cello,
yeah.
right. Oh, we meet a hot cat.
We do. I was trying to find his name. We do meet the... I knew you were going to bring that cat up.
How could I not?
It's kind of funny that like most of the time you just see humans and then every once in a while you just get like some completely like animaloid creature, humanoid.
Just to remind you, you're still in a fantasy.
Right. Most of the time you're just dealing with humans. And then like then you see a Heimerdinger or you see Smooch or Smeech or Smoots. Ah!
Smoots!
Stop! You see Smeech. And then you see, I don't remember what the cat lady's name is.
I don't think she got one.
She definitely got one.
No, because she's just like Mel's informant.
Wrong. Shush. I'll continue. I'll find
she's
it.
Just the hot
I'm right
cat.
On the scene. She's not just a hot cat. Lest. That's her name.
Lest.
It's good to see you again, Lest. That's literally the first time she says to her.
I don't know what the brush thing she gives him, but it seems important. Like that she gives Mel, but it seems important.
The what thing?
The brush. It looks like the same as the pink drug that's down in Zon. But fancy looking.
She said if you paint it on someone, it'll track them.
Ah, okay.
So she wants to use it as a tracker for Cello or whatever the hell his name is.
Yep.
So she wants to track that guy, and he has the like tattoos already on him.
Yep.
So she needs to use that to track him. That's what it was.
I see.
Yeah. But I
thought he was getting high.
Well, that was also probably happening. We know that Mbess is like planning something, and like not even planning, like plotting something.
Yeah, she's in the midst.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
I think she's gonna like do a trade thing for Mel. Like, I think she wants this country now that Mel has built up herself because she fucked off and lost her own country, messing with this Black Rose organization.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, she's got her soldiers, but like, in the grand scheme of things, that's a really small amount of people, and that seems to be the last of them. Unless she just left her entire kingdom unattended, with no one, because the sun's dead, which means so who else is there to watch them?
Right, the sun is dead. That is one thing that the Black Rose lady said. Sort of related, but look at Mbessa's voice actor.
That looks just like her. Like, did they not mocap this lady?
Besides the scarring, like, this is her.
That's her.
Also, Jinx. Do you know who voices Jinx?
Nope.
Ella Purnell, who is the main actor or actress in the Fallout show, the one with the bug eyes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Insane.
Right. And Vi is Haley Steinfeld, if you're familiar with her.
No.
She's in Hawkeye and the Hawkeye show.
Like, is she like Hawkeye's sidekick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She's also in Pitch Perfect. If you watched one of those. I don't remember which one, but I should know she's in it.
Yeah, I see.
Anyways, those are the only notable voice actors that I found.
Trivia hour.
Right. Always. I don't know the rest of them. I'm sure they're great, but all the voice acting in general is great. But these are the only ones I knew about.
Yep.
But a lot of this one... Oh no, we get the confrontation finally.
Indeed. Jinx and Vi, they finally have their big showdown. It was funny how to start. It's basically like the long range and the melee all both have to fight each other. And in both of them, the long range is getting their ass beat. Jinx puts up a fight though. My goodness.
I wanted to know what you thought about this fight, specifically like when Vi and Jinx get up close together and fight.
I liked it. I liked that Jinx was not deterred by the giant fist, and she was just gonna fist fight him with her dainty little hands. And it was working!
I refuse to believe that this fight was remotely close.
Vi was winning.
Vi 100% was winning, and the outcome was she was winning for most of it, but Vi should be embarrassed that it was this close. Like, it was like, 100% that she wins, and I don't know, a 50%, maybe even less that Jinx wins.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was even that close or whatever, no way. Vi is a bruiser boxer. That's her whole thing. She beat up almost all of Silco's gang in episode 1.
Right.
And she even has better gauntlets now. She's older. She's been in prison.
Yeah.
Been boxing the whole time, punching walls, and Jinx is a long-range assassin.
Yeah.
Nothing and Jinx is beating the shit out of her.
To be fair, she did, and I think part of what was fucking her up is that down in wherever the fuck they went, Heimerdinger, Echo, and Chase are doing something with the fucking hex score.
The hex score is feeding them LSD.
Yeah.
They are completely just drugged up to high heaven.
And they are just passing that on to anyone near a hex object.
Yeah, it's just good lord, if you wanted just the best hit of your life, just get anywhere near a hex core item. Because holy good god, I don't know what they were doing. Jace doesn't even know what they're doing. They created some symbiote.
Yeah, they didn't even know it was there.
Right. They're right. And the reason we haven't really talked about this character, but Echo is also again back, and he's been bringing in refugees basically to survive both Zaun and Piltover, but the tree that the home tree in Avatar is getting poisoned.
Yeah.
And they don't really know. Well, Echo doesn't really know why. He shows it to Heimerdinger, who's basically taken up sort of apprenticing Echo now that he's sort of left Piltover.
Yep.
Because of the hex core items, right?
Yep.
He said, no, we shouldn't be using, we don't know what they do. And then he got outvoted and then he left.
Yeah.
This is what I remember.
To go find an alternate solution, or maybe an I told you so.
Yeah.
Before it gets too bad, but now it's too late.
Right. I think that's kind of both. I think you're right. And so they start investigating what could be poisoning the tree, and then it's oh well, wild runes, blah blah blah. Let's go find them, and then they find this hex core symbiote thing.
They go, isn't it weird that we can do all this magic without consequences? And then they go, wait, maybe the consequences were just somewhere else.
It's just Heimerdinger just turns around and is you haven't seen the consequences? We gotta go find them.
They're somewhere.
I love Heimerdinger. He's also so a character in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really funny to me.
Most
of the primary cast, and even some of the tertiary or secondary cast, are champions in League.
Yeah.
I will, as sort of not related to this, but I think it's funny how many people like started playing League because of the show, only to find out that it is literally like could not be farther like the game from the show.
Yeah.
Like it's an arena like battler game, and it's I don't know what they expected, but really funny.
A bad time.
I hope you like racial slurs in your chat. Oh man. But and this episode we also see more of like the dynamic, very quickly changing relationship between Kat and Caitlin, or Vi and Caitlin.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Vi's like, oh, never change, don't change, promise you won't change. I'm like, Vi, she's already changing.
I know. She's like, I won't change, and then she just fucking like guts her in the stomach with the stock of her gun.
She was ready to just blast through a child to kill Jinx.
For real, you're literally just gonna murder this child. Like, also shout out to the child ready to murder Vi.
I know, right? She was ready.
To be honest, how did like Caitlin's slacking already? Like, surely we can put like the gun on stun, right, and like shoot the kid.
I know. I don't think there's a stun mode on this.
Probably not. But like, how is Caitlin letting that kid get that close?
Yeah, she covered some distance.
Yeah. Shout out to the kid. And I also like that like Jinx wants nothing to do with this kid.
Right? She's like, get the fuck out. You're ruining my suicide.
You're ruining my death scene. What's it supposed to be like? What do you think that like paint blast was that Jinx set up?
I thought it was supposed to be like a celebration. Like, Jinx is dead. Because I think that was her intent. Because there was no, as you said, there was no way she was beating Vi.
Right. Yeah. And like, if Caitlin had had it her way, she's the commanding officer, she would have just killed Vi.
Yeah.
Like, or sorry, killed Jinx. We're not taking any prisoners.
Yeah. Jinx, the kid, Savika, dead.
Yeah. And would have gotten the promotion. But instead, she got a surprise promotion from Mbessa.
Indeed, she did. She didn't catch Jinx, but you know what? She did all her other mission objectives. And in exchange, she now gets to be the head of Mbessa's army. I think Mbessa, wanted to be the head of the army. But as she's doing her little talks, and she's conniving in the background, we learned that she's the cause of the memorial attack. She went down there and bribed him and told him, yeah, go up there and fuck shit up. There was something else she did.
Well,
I can't quite remember.
Pretty much anything bad that's happened recently is her fault.
Yeah, all her.
Like, let's just say that. Like, that covers everything.
Which all seemed to be a plot to like dethrone Mel, and so she can commandeer the use of Hex Tech.
Yeah, which is funny because like they haven't even had Hex Tech or Hex Core technology that long.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that the other like I don't even know territories have like heard about it and have had time to like stage this like coup on the whole area, all of Piltover.
Oh man.
I feel really bad for Vi though.
Right? She was not in the wrong there. It's not even that she was like, damn, I can't kill Jinx. She was like, you can't just murk a child.
Right. It was nothing to do with Jinx at all. And it was just like, hey, let's not kill innocent children. And Vi's like, Caitlin's like, I can't fucking believe you.
You're no different from the rest of them. How dare you not let me kill this child?
It's Jinx is in your blood. This episode, though, definitely had like the most like emotional peaks for me, though.
Definitely.
I thought it was really good. I'm gonna go out of my way. Solid 10 out of 10.
Indeed, 10 out of 10.
Not the best episode of a show I've ever seen, but probably maybe top 5, top 10. Really good. One of my number ones, maybe I'm not sure if it's actually number one, but it's the episode of Blue Eye Samurai.
Oh.
With the story about the Ronin and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's probably number one.
That one is pretty good.
But this one is up there. It's really good.
I wonder what's going on with that guy in the cave.
Well, so the guy with the puppet at the end.
I guess it looked like an animal, some kind of monster, and he's like sucking
Oh,
blood
yeah,
from
yeah.
it.
Well, so that's also a champion, I think.
Oh,
We saw at the very end of season 1 like a glimpse of him, and it's some like werewolf type guy. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna see more of him. I don't really know like what's the deal with him though.
they just keep dropping hints to his existence.
I know, which is funny because I guess the next thing we're talking about, this is the end of the show. There's only 2 seasons.
Indeed.
The director or somebody like high up on the team, producer, whatever, said, we have a story to tell. We're going to end it here. We don't want to, they specifically shouted out that we don't want to be like Marvel and just continue nonstop for no reason.
I see.
However, they also said that while we're ending Arcane after this season, there are characters that we're going to continue making stories of.
Ah, they're taking the Walking Dead route instead.
Exactly. We're not going to go Marvel, but we're going to go Walking Dead. So I don't know if that means like short, like movies or like spin-off shows or it could be anything, you know?
Yeah.
However, while I'm really while I'm bummed that we won't see more of this season, I think it's really good that they're ending it after they've wrapped up their story.
Yeah, on their own terms.
On their own terms, shows don't need to last forever. It's really good. But we'll do the next 3 episodes the following week.
Indeed, I can't wait. I'm foaming at the mouth.
How do you rate the season so far out of 10?
Solid 10 out of 10. I like the music choice. Yeah.
The music choice is very good.
I like the art style, of course. I like where it's going. I like the building, what do you got, like tension of mysteries.
I was going to say.
Like something's about to go really wrong, but we can't tell what.
The build-up is really good. It's really good. And there's also like continuation build-up from season 1, which is really nice.
Yep.
Yeah, solid 9 out of 10 for me, but it's really good. What a great show.
It can stay 10 out of 10 if that little orphan girl survives. Everyone's like, she's gonna die. And I'm like, we gotta flip the script on that one.
It'll be a 10 out of 10 if the orphan girl dies.
No, we can't let it happen. Please.
All right. Shall we do our announcement?
Yeah. Big announcement time.
Big announcement. Wolf, we've been at this for almost 4 years now.
That's right.
140 episodes in. And we have made the decision to end You're Ridiculous at episode 150.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Wolf and I originally went into this podcast with the idea, went into it during peak COVID.
Yeah.
We had way more time to devote to the show, but we always knew it was going to end, right? We had no aspirations of continuing this forever. And like all good things, this too must come to an end.
Yeah, we're not hypocrites. We're always complaining about things that just keep going and going.
Exactly. How can you trust what we've said these past years if we don't abide by it ourselves? The last 10 episodes, this one up to 150, will be as good as all the other ones.
Yeah, if not better.
If not, absolutely better. But to an end it must come.
That's right.
So 150, I think that takes us to the end of January.
Pretty much.
Start of the new year. You get a little taste as you walk into 2025 of us, but then all you have left over are the previous episodes.
Yeah, there's plenty.
There's plenty. Those are not going away. They probably won't remain forever on streaming sites like Spotify and the other, where else, Google Podcasts. Not that is staying around forever. Google Podcasts is shutting down as well.
Amazing.
But all the other platforms. However, they will be up on YouTube.
Yeah, until YouTube dies.
So if you ever, have a craving, and we'll be around online as well.
Maybe we'll do something else.
Exactly. This project might end, but it doesn't mean this is the last you'll hear from us. It could, and we'll obviously also always have the Discord.
Yes.
So we're not going to say it every episode, But thank you for being here along the ride, and hope you continue with us for the last 10 episodes.
Woot woo.
Wolf, it's been an honor and a pleasure.
That's right. Host and co-host.
Well, we're both host and co-host.
Are we?
Wait,
can there be two co-hosts?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, so, like, say, like, I do the intro, right? Like, and I say my co-host Wolf, right? That means I'm your co-host.
Ah.
Right? So, like, we're both co-hosts.
I see.
Yeah.
Listen,
if anyone is, like, primary host, it's you.
Me?
People come here for you.
Ah.
I'm the, what do you put with steak? I'm the potatoes to the steak.
Do you like potatoes?
All right, we have a question of the week from Rain, though.
This week's crush of the week.
I'm sorry. Speaking of Rain, maybe before we can actually finish all the episodes, we can have her back on for one of them.
Well, just one more.
Just
been
one
gone
more.
for 3 years.
Let's get her back on episode 150. That'd be so funny. All right, what is it?
This week's question of the week is, what video game would you like to see get a TV adaptation like Arcane?
I'm starting because I have such an incredible answer.
Okay.
It's obviously Legend of Zelda.
Ah, yeah.
And I don't care, like, you don't need to do any of the, like, video game stories and turn those into a TV show. You can do something completely original as long as, like, it's not ass.
Yeah.
But you could do such a good art style, whether you do something like the Studio Ghibli art style or even Arcane art style, something like on the warmer side, not like really cold or like super like 2D animation.
Yeah.
You want kind of like a 3D animated style, I think. But there's so much room to explore, tons of characters to enjoy. And if you wanted to adapt one of the games into a story, the two most recent games have been some of their most successes.
True.
It would be quality. It'd be so good.
Indeed, and everyone would watch it, even if it was bad.
That's also true. They would make tons of money. It doesn't matter if it was bad. It's like Star Wars. People would hate it, but they'd still watch it.
Yeah.
It's gonna work. It's like Marvel, too. People hate it. It's disgusting, but we still watch it.
Yeah.
Well, we, as in the collective, I don't watch it.
Little nibbles, little brainless nibbles every now and then.
That's right. But I think this would be really good.
You're right. Yeah.
They've talked about it before. As long as you don't fucking get Tom Holland to like be Link. Fuck that.
Is that what people want?
It's what I've seen most often. Like when they talk about live action Legend of Zelda, it's always Tom Holland.
Insane. He doesn't look like a Link.
No, he's not.
They're gonna make him Tom Holland Link, and then Link's gonna be like making quips the whole time when he's supposed to be, I don't know, quiet at least, if not mute.
He is mute in like every game.
Yeah.
There's a I don't know if it's like in the most recent game, The Legend of Zelda, I forget what it was called, but it's a game that released like a couple months ago. They said that Link can't talk because he was like in the shadow world of that world.
Oh.
And so he's like, he spent so much time in that shadow realm just existing that he lost the ability to speak.
I see.
So that's why he's always mute in every game.
Now it's canon.
Yeah. Naturally. All right, what's your answer?
It's Overwatch, and it's because I deserve it. I've put a lot of years into this, and it was the perfect fucking thing to get an adaptation, and they blew it.
This would be another one that would just like people would watch it even if it's shit.
Yeah.
And 100%. But like I have one question for you. Is the smut not enough?
No, it's not.
I feel like it should be enough. You're greedy.
No, I deserve and need more. I need more than smut. One cannot live on smut alone. You need sustenance. You need protein.
Nourishment.
You can't just eat sugar.
You can't just accept the scraps they're giving you.
I can only goon so much.
It's Wolfie. No, it's No Nut November. Don't.
Oh yeah.
Don't do it. Just edge. No gooning. Do not come. What would you want the show like? Do you want it to be about something specific, or do you not care?
I don't care. Anything that happened in this world, because there was so much that happened and we don't even get to hear about it because they fucked it over.
That's tragic. Do you think they're ever going to do one?
Maybe they keep like hinting at it, but then they keep cutting their staff, and then Blizzard keeps getting into controversies. They made a really good, like a really short animated series that they really dragged out because that's all they had. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I remember seeing a lot about that.
Who knows if we'll get anything else ever.
Crumbs.
Literally cancel the game, just put all your money into that. Forget the esports. Esports is trash. The game's trash.
Esports is a money loss leader as well.
It sure is.
Like, obviously League is the most popular esports, but even it loses money. Because they're importing most of their players.
And Overwatch lost extra money because they pumped so much money into it to artificially make it like a legit esport.
What do you mean?
Like, it only exists. There's only like usually you start small. And you're like, okay, local things. They went straight to world leagues.
Oh, right. Yeah.
When no one watched it because everyone was watching all the other already established video game tournaments.
Yeah. True.
It's also a very hard game to watch if you're not into it.
Overwatch or League?
Overwatch.
I've
looked at League.
I think esports in general is just pretty shit to watch if you're not into it.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to have no idea what's going on other than the cool animations. And I guess maybe that's okay. But that's one of the reasons why it's such a loss leader in money for no matter what it is just because, like, only the enfranchised players can enjoy it.
Yeah, I can turn on a game of football and baseball. I get the gist of what's happening.
Oh, yeah. And the commentators make it easy, too. But then you have commentators spouting nonsense about, like, what's going on with all their abilities and ultimates and cooldowns and everything. It's just like, Jesus Christ, what am I looking at?
All the new made-up slang.
But yeah, that's the worst part of it. Oh, man. Good answers, though. I think these both could be very successful.
Indeed.
But, of course, they're not going to give us that.
Because they're fools.
Just keep pumping money into Overwatch 2. That also did horribly. All right, well, take it away.
I'm Wolf, taking things away. Thank you for watching episode 140 of You're Ridiculous. If you liked all that, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notified of the next episode. If you're watching on a podcast website, be sure to hit the plus and give us 5 stars to support the show. You can follow us across the internet, the main cast of Ridiculous_cast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You follow Lucas at 7angryWasps with an E, and you follow me at Rainbow Does without the W. We hope to see you guys all again next week, but until then, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.